Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about PolliBricks, which is a real-life building block invented by a company in Taiwan. This company is called MiniWiz, and they were commissioned to construct a sustainable building for the 2010 International Flora Expo in Taiwan. We all know that we must cut energy use and carbon emissions from our daily lives in order to be green, and certain human activities use up significant amounts of energy and also emit a lot of carbon dioxide. Although this graph shows only the percentage in the United States, the energy consumption graphs in most countries are similar. You can see the top-ranked activity is building operation. This includes the manufacturing of concrete, steel beams, and glass, and also on-site construction, air conditioning of the building, lighting, and other electrical appliances. This activity alone takes up 43.5% of the energy used and 39% of the carbon emitted in the United States. Taking this into account, we look at the difference between recycled PET bottles and those that go to waste. PET is the material for plastic soda bottles that we see every day. The blue area in the graph represents bottles that end up in the landfills because they weren't economically viable to recycle, and the green area represents bottles actually repurposed. So we see there's a lot of PET wasted. The company decided to find a way to use these wasted PET and try to create a building solution that makes it economically desirable to recycle PET bottles and also construct a sustainable building at the same time. They took inspiration from honeycombs, which uses the hexagon shape to construct a very stable structure. And they started designing the building blocks called PolliBricks. They designed these blocks so that they can be assembled like Legos and locked together without any adhesive. This makes it extremely efficient to construct large walls on site, and they don't have to use a lot of manpower or energy. These building blocks are designed to look like the drinking bottles that they were made from, and they have multiple grooves on their side so they can be connected together uniformly. The entire manufacturing process involves sorting recycled PET bottles and making them into PET pellets. The pellets are then injected into a mold to create a paraffin. The paraffin is then heated and inserted into a repurposed blow mold. Then high-pressured air is blown into the mold to form the softened PET into the polybrick shape. The blow mold machine was chosen because the team had little time in completing the final building, and they needed a machine that is customizable and quick. Then they connected the bottles to form a wall and added a wire mesh on one side and put it through a simple weight test. They set the wall down sideways and jumped on it a couple times. As you can see, the wall broke in half. So they revised the wall by putting the bottles in a front and back pattern and added a polycarbonate sheet to the exterior in addition to the wire mesh on the other side. The wire mesh and polycarbonate sheet are fastened by the white bottle caps onto the bottles. As you can see in this picture, the first layer is a solar panel which they will later add, and the polycarbonate sheet is the second layer. The polycarbonate sheet is extremely strong and helps to keep the bottles locked in place. Again, they put this wall to weight testing, and the wall is now strong enough to hold the weight of 6 people without bowing. Now that the design for the wall is finished, they started to construct the building. The walls are fastened to the steel structure through simple bolts, and cover the entire building. The completed building is named EcoArc, and it is made of 1.5 million PolliBricks, which saved 300 tons of PET plastics from going to the landfill. Additionally, the structure, including the steel beams, can be deconstructed and built at a different site easily. And just to list a few environmental benefits of the PolliBrick, it is made of 100% PET, and it is 1/4 of the price and 1/5 of the weight of conventional curtain wall systems used in skyscrapers. It has a high insulation value of R12 compared to common household insulating foam, which only has a value of R5. This is because the PolliBrick bottles are filled with air, which is an excellent insulator. The bricks can be blow molded easily on the desired building site in any country and use their own PET bottles for ingredients, so energy from transporting material is dramatically reduced. It is also extremely strong and can withstand hurricanes up to Category 5, which is the strength of Hurricane Katrina. And it is translucent, so it lets in significant amount of light during daytime and cuts down the energy used for lighting. LED lights can also be easily installed on them for nighttime.